Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on
And guess what? Went for the bell today.
You figured it out, didn't you?
Nothing in it. Now, where could it be, Nancy? Of course.
I had it hiding behind the laptop.
That's not
And
cool.
You didn't even know it was part of the bell. I think you thought it was a paperclip.
No, actually, I walked over and it wasn't ringing, and I figured that you either buried it in the backyard or you had it in your bra or something. I don't know. I can't. It was so it. First of all,
wear it as an earring.
Mom and Dad are going to be mad. So
I know. I think they went to the Dollar Tree to get that. We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Thank goodness for X. I mean, I always do this thing when I come back from vacation. I'll spend the whole night in bed just on Twitter.
Oh God, were you up all night?
I was up like till, oh God, Morning Joe came on.
Wow.
So 3 o'clock. I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock. I don't know. I couldn't go to sleep last night. So, but it was good because we have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Okay. So let's talk about hashtag Scam Jam that started trending last night on Twitter X. It was amazing. I didn't come up with this. Whoever came up with it, you're freaking brilliant. Okay. So I kept checking Instagram to see if like Ellen or Oprah or
Serena,
the Kardashians, Serena.
I did too.
Yeah, I was constantly checking Instagram. I want my British friends to wake up and have this information. And the only person on top of Tracy Robbins and Delphina was that woman that lost her son tragically. Now, this is a really sad story to me because the only reason we know anything about this woman is because she lost her son suddenly, and it was a twin with a girl. And we don't know how he died. We know that he died, and the reason is that people were giving money to his funeral costs. And, you know, normal people, when they do things like that, they write anonymous. I mean, I know that's what I do.
Yeah,
I would never put my name down on any GoFundMe or anything like that.
Yeah, it's Curb Your Enthusiasm, Ted Danson.
Yeah, we've talked about this a million times.
Anonymous wing.
Yeah, so Archwell, though, has to say that they gave to this funeral. And this poor woman is so vulnerable. And she's so, I mean, it's just such a sad story.
Tragic.
She thanked Meghan and Harry for their, it was just so weird. But when you're vulnerable, you're going to do things like that. So I always thought that was like super low red.
Well, she took advantage of, Meghan takes advantage of situations like that. And she definitely did it. You know, I mean, her giving $12 to the Mayhew Animal Center, you know,
allegedly, we don't know how much it was.
Well, it was probably 10. Yeah. But things like that, you know, she wants her name out there, but she really doesn't do much.
It's not that much.
She exploits.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kelly Zaflin, who is Heart Mom on Instagram, she put this up. I screenshotted it right away. And I just wanted to show everybody what she said. Oh, just taste of what's to come. So proud of you, M, and American Riviera Orchard. It's, again, very confusing. A lot of people were agreeing with us that lemons are super confusing. This is just the weirdest thing ever.
Man, I feel so bad for this woman. I really do. Because she was a part of that merch day. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where she was walking, Meghan called Backrid, and she wanted to merch the bag and the shoes and the sunglasses and all that stuff.
Remember, she also did the jumpsuit with her too.
Absolutely.
She's used her before.
She uses people, and this breaks my heart because this is clearly just being used. You know, this is a mother who is in distress, and Meghan is exploiting her. And you know, to me, that should be illegal. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that should to me that's criminal.
It's frowned upon.
It really is exploiting someone in distress like that.
So I immediately looked at the jar. Like, is it 1,
Yeah,
But
I thought
no,
that was
it's
a 1.
it's 3.
Okay, 3.
It's 3. And I'm looking more at the jam now, the thickness. This is more of a chutney. I can remember, I know that you didn't watch this, but they did a documentary a long time ago for Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth's anniversary. And they were interviewing William and Catherine. And Catherine was talking about how
Yes.
lovely she was
Mhm.
because she was so nervous coming to Christmas for the first time. And she brought homemade chutney.
Chutney, her family recipe. I remember that.
Yeah, and she put the chutney on the table. That looks like chutney to me.
No, it's very thick.
Yeah.
It's very thick. That you're right about that. She could be, listen, she's going to rip off anything she can.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. So she's number 3. We're all still waiting for number 1.
Who's going to be number 1?
We want to know. I have a theory. I think it's Princess Catherine, and she sent it to her. And then like in 2 years, she's going to write another book, and she's going to go, and I sent her the number 1, and she never thanked me for it. Like she's going to play the victim off this number 1 jar. I believe that.
I mean, that's a good theory.
It's going to happen. She's going to go, they didn't even thank me. And I spent all day, getting hair in the jam and bottling it and sending it off without an FDA approval, I mean, it's just, I know it's Princess Catherine. I know it.
You might be right. Or it could be
Doria.
her daughter. So I went to Serena Williams' page this morning. I love the Williams sisters. I grew up obsessed with them. We both did. And I still have immense respect for them. I have no idea why she's doing ads.
I
for
played
Target.
tennis because of her, and I
Yeah.
rose to fame in high school. It's true.
It's true. You were.
It's true. I rose to fame in high school, and I had her athletic ability. That's for sure.
Steffi Graf.
Yeah.
And then the Williams sisters.
Then the
after that, we
Williams,
were
yeah.
obsessed with.
Obsessed.
But yeah, definitely one of our all-time iconic figures. Again, I don't know why she's doing ads for bath salts, but she is. She did not do anything for American Riviera Orchard. This is what she did.
That's so interesting, because isn't she married to a billionaire?
Yes.
It drives me nuts when these celebrities that have all this money and they got their Rolex on, and she's got her Cartier bracelets in the shot, and she's merching for Target.
Another thing that happened is I love after Meghan does an event, like I wait a week and then Sussex Squad starts putting up the candid pictures that have not been approved by Meghan. Now, they put up a couple doozies last night. First one being this. Now, listen, Stephanie has speculated she is a chain smoker.
She is.
I don't know, but this is definitely the difference between approved pictures and not approved pictures.
It's not a big deal to be a smoker. Jennifer Aniston smokes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like, oh God, it's Hollywood and we smoke.
This is just the thing. Meghan describes herself as super healthy, organic living, garden.
Yep.
She is thriving, not just surviving sort of mentality.
Yeah.
This is not the face of somebody that is doing well.
There's all
I'm saying.
A lot of stress going on in that face.
And I
don't
would
know
say
if
the
it's
same thing about me.
Well,
I have the same lines, and when I'm stressed out, like it's that month where I eat a jar of capers. I know, but I eat a jar of capers this time every month.
But it's definitely was not an approved photo, and there's definitely a lot coming out now.
Yeah, and Meghan, if you want to do a YouTube show and put a picture up of me and talk about that, you are more than welcome to. Okay, but you are a public figure, and I just found this picture a little fascinating.
Well, she definitely
you just make everybody think you live the happiest life. I'm sorry, this doesn't look very happy.
That's how she sold me at the beginning. I remember reading about her, and when Prince Harry was dating her, and it said she lived a plant-based, clean, raw food diet, and she was very, very sunscreen friendly, all these things. And I went, oh my God, I love her. Mm-hmm. She's like a vegan. And then it all kind of crumbled down. Like her house of cards just went down. Well, it was like, whoa, she was a liar.
Talk about House of Cards. This one, she definitely didn't want to get out.
No,
Now, I don't have kids, but I was talking to somebody today on Twitter about this. I don't even do this on airplanes. If I sit next to kids, I never take my phone out. Screen time is a huge no-no in front of kids. They know you're ignoring them. They can sense it. Now, this daughter of Nacho and Delfina, she obviously doesn't see Meghan a lot. So you would think Meghan will want to spend like time with her, but she's just sitting there scrolling, probably reading comments that we make on Twitter.
She didn't know anyone was taking this picture.
No.
And it's just a testament to who she is. She reminds me so much of Wallace Simpson. Like, I was thinking last night when I was looking through the unapproved pictures, I was like, could you imagine if there was social media back then with Wallace?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Maybe she's trying to go for it.
I think she might be. She wants to be that generation. Like, oh, we're the new generation.
I'm just saying that kids don't lie. That girl is not engaged, and you should never take out. I don't care if she's checking a text message. You get up and you walk away, or she's literally, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear from Sussex Squad, well, she's probably just checking a text message. She's a mom and she has to always be on her phone. No, she looks like she's scrolling on Twitter. So this is what I'm getting at. I made a little video because I just remember Meghan just being so against this. Yeah. Just being against, like, you know, being on the internet and especially with kids. It's just her whole platform.
Could you imagine Princess Catherine at a polo match with the children and her phone was out, or her like iPad was out, or she was giving George like a game to look at? I mean, that's not.
I put this little video together. Enjoy. If you don't have Twitter, you probably didn't see it. So here you go.
I do think that we all need to be very, very aware of what it does to you when you're on social media for all this time, and that in small doses, to connect with other people and to be able to share how you're feeling and to help and support each other, I think is really important.
I don't look at it. You never look at, say, Twitter? No. I'm sorry, no. I'm going to Del Posto tonight.
I saw that on your Twitter.
Right. Now, do you think she's just a bad liar, or do you think she really believes this stuff?
I think she's listen, I've read enough about narcissists. I think she believes it. I really do. You read up on this stuff, they believe it. It's like this delusional thoughts in their head. And then the problem is they're just trying to prove to be right. Narcissists can't be wrong. That's why the victims of narcissists will never win. So she's constantly trying to be right. That's why she's contradicting herself. She's burying herself in lies.
I mean, she's literally just always burying herself.
That's what she's doing. Yeah, it's just lie after lie. So that video is brilliant. It's hysterical.
Oh my gosh. And it's so easy to find those clips.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially in her Suits days when she's talking about like the TIG and everything. She the fact that I don't go on Twitter. I don't do this. I don't have my phone with my children. Well, first of all, we've never seen you with your children. So we wouldn't know that information. So if you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. That's just the way
we only know you as a liar.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get out of this one.
Like, seriously, we can prove that you're a liar. You've never proved to us that you're a truth teller.
Yeah, it's too much.
The burden of proof is on you.
And I feel stupid because I believe that whole vegan thing.
I mean, seriously.
I believed it. I was like, I love her.
And I always say to Sussex Squad, I will go away. You know, I promise I will go away if you just apologize.
Yeah, she needs to apologize
to the late Queen and late Prince Philip and the royal family
for
lying and putting them in a place where they couldn't defend themselves. You went on freaking Oprah and you're sitting on a panel with crazy ass Katie Couric and saying how it's off on your mental health, reading things on Twitter. What about going on Oprah and telling everyone that your family's racist when they're not?
And you know what was creepy too? That Netflix special when they were watching the Oprah interview and they were just in their movie theater, like she was salivating, like it was feeding her narcissism. Like they're emotional vampires. It was just like, oh, I love this, you know. And she was like the fake picture with her and Harry.
That was Janina
that took the picture.
That took it. Yeah.
Well, it was totally staged. I was there. Look, chick. Oh, we don't go on social media though. Yeah. Here it is.
We've only had the last 3 years of our life filmed and wore mics at Queen Elizabeth's funeral.
That's psycho.
This was information I just didn't need to know. GB News puts this video out.
God.
And Harry, he actually does do this. He wipes his nose and then he puts it there. And then Meghan
Elbows him.
Elbows him. I'm going to show you guys the video Royal Rogue put out. She literally goes like this to Harry
Yeah, she's his
to
mommy.
hug the guy.
No, she's his mommy.
Yeah, so
and
what?
She's his mommy.
Watch this. So isn't that crazy?
Yeah, she's definitely in control, and he is done.
Yeah. I wanted to show this of Harry talking about how traumatizing it is for him to hear camera clicks and just being around cameras. He's freaked out, you guys.
Yeah.
Every single time I see a camera, every single time I hear a click, every single time I see a flash, it takes me straight back. So in that respect, it's the worst reminder of her life as opposed to the best.
You know what makes me the most angry about this? He really is using his mother's memory. He doesn't give a crap about his mom. I used to think, oh my God, he was the baby, so therefore he must have taken it the hardest. He does not care about his mom.
No.
He does not give a crap about her.
There's almost resentment towards women. It's almost like he definitely checks out. Like Chelsea Davy was his last chance. He screwed that up. And then now it's sort of like he just checked out of life.
So I didn't know this, but Stephanie pointed this out to me. I guess him and Nacho are executive producers.
Yeah.
And
that's not Nacho, but yeah.
Yeah, but they are executive producers.
Yeah.
And here they are with like the film crew. Here he is, you know, directing. It's just, I mean, there's the camera right there.
Yeah.
This man has had a camera follow him consistently for like 5 years.
But that's how she's controlling him. The post-traumatic stress disorder is affecting him so much that he has to stay medicated. You know what I mean? He's never going to get out of this.
Oh no,
she's doing this.
Yeah.
This is narcissistic behavior.
Stephanie, this was brilliant. Now, if you guys had
Resting doll, I think Resting Dollface got it. There are a few people that got it.
Stephanie put this picture up next to this picture and she said, same energy.
You don't think so?
Yes.
I mean, that's the greatest. That's American movie, one of the best documentaries. It's about this filmmaker who has been trying to make this horror movie called Coven, but it's Coven. We don't know which one.
Coven,
and then the guy goes,
Coven.
He goes to his uncle. He tries to get money. I mean, this documentary is brilliant. It's won so many awards.
It was before people were affected by being followed around with camera crews or documentary crews, and this is the most like real
raw
thing I've ever seen, but it's hilarious.
And it's completely what Harry's thinking at that moment. Like it's just it was so similar. I mean, so if anybody wants
I'm gonna be honest with you, they're more talented.
That's what I thought. People in my ex they were saying, they were like, don't compare that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it hit home.
Yeah.
You know. But for a guy who doesn't want to be followed around by cameras, and he's actually, there's trauma behind the clicking, it doesn't make sense.
Well, it kind of does, because let's go to this video that he put out for Travelist today. You guys, this broke my heart.
Oh, gosh.
This is going to be hard to watch if you haven't seen it.
Trigger warning to people that have post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, and before I play it, I'm going to say the reason why I think he's not all there and they had to just get the best they could was because, I mean, we've all been there before where we're hungover or tired or jet lagged. I don't know why they would put him, like maybe this was filmed after the polo trip and he was hungover and tired. Why they would put him in front of the camera and embarrass him like this,
it's not the first time. He had a panic attack on stage during that conference. I mean, it's not the first time where she's put him in this position. Yeah, so I'm not shocked, but this is hard to watch.
Yeah, here we go, and then we'll talk about it.
It's what keeps us connected with the rest of the world and reminds us that we are part of the whole. And as you spend this time together.
Now, right now, he's reading a teleprompter too.
Yeah.
And it's still difficult for him to talk. And this man has been giving speeches all his life. He was better than William, remember?
He spoke at the UN.
Yeah. Well,
technically.
I urge you to focus on what more can be done to ensure the travel and tourism industry continues to have a license to operate. This is a powerful coalition of some of the biggest names in travel and technology. Not one.
See, like that's hard for me. I mean, a lot of people were pointing out the fact that here he is giving fake activism again. I'm more concerned
about
at the
health?
slurring of the speech.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. He doesn't give a crap about the environment. He takes private jets. He doesn't care about tourism and helping the planet. Harry and Meghan do not care. They have proven that. So let's get away from that and actually look at a man who is struggling.
In travel and technology, not one entity can own sustainability. We need to work together to change the course and focus on how travel and tourism can bring prosperity to the whole entire system.
He couldn't say the word system.
I know, that's definitely a sign that he's in distress. He's obviously
He
taken
couldn't say that,
something.
yeah.
I don't know if it was a benzo or not. Listen, again, we've all been there, man.
Okay, but like,
for her to put him in that situation is a completely different ballgame.
let me give you an example, though, Stephanie. We filmed a show yesterday, and I had come in the night before.
Yeah.
I was tired. I was obviously hungover, but I still, I could say the word system. I'm just saying, Harry and I are the same age. It's not like, and he partied just as hard as I did in my 20s. Like, we're probably even.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I don't understand.
You're trying to rationalize something that Meghan's doing.
I'm
now.
upset that why would you put somebody in front
you
of
can't
this?
you can't reason with
Okay.
crazy. That's what you're trying to do right now.
Tourism can bring prosperity to the whole entire system. Through the hard work and dedication of all of you here in this room, we're seeing firsthand the power of collaboration to make change happen. Through working together to drive consistency across sustainability information, we can empower people to make informed choices for themselves, for the planet, and for communities around the world. At Travelist, for us.
Okay, so something obviously happened, and whoever was in the background, Doria, Marcus, Meghan, I don't trust any of those people.
Oprah.
Whoever was there with him said, we got to cut it.
Yeah.
So this was the best they could get out of him. And they had to put this out, obviously, because it's an ad for Travelist. He's getting paid for an ad. And they still put it out. So this was the best they could get out of him.
And you don't see the abuse here. Of course he's being abused.
For us, communities is the people and the places, the landscapes, the ecosystems, the assets that belong to you, and the businesses, the cultures that make each place unique and ultimately a destination that the world wants to visit. Without the stories, the connection, and the safeguarding that you provide, the world has no destinations to visit. And without the destinations, there is no business.
So there is no dism? And I'm not making fun of that.
No.
You said there is no dism?
Yeah, you see now how hard that was to watch.
Shizzle my nizzle?
Shizzle my nizzle. It's just hard to watch because, growing up with those boys, it's still Charles and Diana's son. I mean, I know that he sucks and he's treated his brother like poo and his grandma and his whole family, but it's hard to watch that kind of stuff. Yeah. So let's look at the background that he had. There are a couple things. Now, this was all Meghan stuff. Up on the top shelf, there was, remember when she went to that New York trip?
Yeah.
And those were all her looks.
We were winter white in the summer, and that just drove me absolutely bonkers.
There was also her Gracie Award, which she bought and paid for, right there. So you could tell it was her domain. Now, this is the thing. It made me immediately think of Queen Elizabeth, and Meghan knows this because Meghan has stalked the royal family like, times 10. And she knows this information.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Elizabeth, before she would do a broadcast or anything, she would change the photos around a million times. Her aide said she was just very, they said she never put something unless she wanted you to see it. Meghan is the exact same way. Meghan wanted you to see that Harry has nothing without her. He is nothing. And that was hard to watch.
But you know what's so interesting about Narcissist? She wants him to believe that he's nothing without her. That's the opposite. She is nothing without him.
Yeah.
And that's what's so terrifying is that you're right. She meticulously put all those things up just to screw with him.
Yeah.
So, Prince William, I know you got a lot going on. But hopefully I don't know if he
can't do this.
Deprogram him.
No, they would have to get a professional.
That's what I'm thinking, a deprogrammer.
I mean, and I even said on Twitter today, I was like, I don't trust Doria and Marcus in
No.
that house with him.
No.
And I know there's nothing you can do. When you have family members join cults, I mean, we've
Good
seen
luck.
enough documentaries
Good
where
luck.
this is bad, and they've
Yeah.
got him drugged up. And you know what? This isn't speculation. This isn't allegedly. Anybody who would watch that video and tell me that is the same guy from 5 years ago or 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and he's a better version of himself,
Broken.
you're out of your mind.
Yeah. You're a narcissist
You're
if you believe that.
You're out of your
You're-
freaking mind.
You believe the lies, and that's what's scary too, is this delusional lying behavior. But listen, he can't snap out of this.
No.
He can't snap out of this. She has complete control over
Yeah.
him. And that's what reminds me of Wallace Simpson.
Yeah. So I saved the best for last. We have been invited
Ooh,
to a tea party.
Hmm.
Resting Dollface put this out today. Now I'm super excited. Please join us for a virtual tea party, St. George's Day, Tuesday, April 23rd. Are you doing anything that day?
I don't think so.
I'm not either. Online, wherever you are in the world. Now she's like saying, put up pictures of you having a tea party.
Yeah.
Let's just have fun. I think you and I should do a live and invite as many people as we want.
You
And
want to
if
know what
wanna
I
do it-
have?
Hmm.
I have a complete tea set of Beauty and the Beast.
You do?
I do. And it's in my storage unit
Yeah.
right now.
I put this picture
Oh,
up of her,
that's-
and I
Thanks for doing that.
I put this picture up, and I said that you and I have been getting ready for this moment our entire lives.
You know what's interesting about this picture is that we were doing the whole tea thing and we wanted to be British, and then I guarantee there was probably kids in the hall on in the background.
Yeah.
So the line was never drawn for us. We were we were
Listen,
both ways.
You can love both.
That's what I was thinking.
You can love both.
We
man.
probably saw Scott Thompson as the queen, and we were like,
Oh.
Mumsy.
Mumsy.
And that's probably what we were saying, but that's hysterical. But I have the complete tea set to Beauty and the Beast. We're gonna break it out.
I was thinking
Oh, well, we'll do both.
someone,
Look
and
at
I
this.
don't want to say their name on air, but from Ottawa, Canada, her son owns an
Look it up.
antique shop. This is the coronation, the actual china, Meghan, England. I mean, this is you can't find this. You can't get this anywhere. And she's just the nicest person. I want to hurt it if we use it. Maybe we should use your Beauty and the Beast.
I really think we should stick to the Beauty and the Beast tea set.
I don't
It's
want
co-
to. I don't want to ruin any of that.
I don't want to ruin my Beauty and the Beast tea set, but it's the complete thing, and it's colorful and it's magical,
Okay.
and we can get fascinators, sort of like Disney girls.
We are. So we're ordering fascinators, new ones, not the ones we wore at the coronation.
Thank you, Karen.
Yes. And we will be in our finest. So I hope everyone can join us. We'll probably talk about times with everybody that wants to be a part of this.
But thank you, Resting Doll Face, for the invite.
Yeah, it was
We're
really fun.
there.
We're there. Today's animal rescue is Care for Paws, CARE for Paws. And this is here to help pets and their people. They have mobile clinic services, companion pet assistance. They even do things with like domestic and housing people that have animals, because that's kind of hard to do. And just an amazing program in Santa Barbara, California.
Oh,
Please go
interesting.
check
Santa
them out.
Barbara.
Yeah, well,
in Montecito.
unfortunately, you won't see this anywhere.
Yeah, Megan definitely did not go to this charity, so
Yeah.
let's give today.
But thank you for suggesting it. We love getting suggestions and learning about new charities. We're definitely taking a look at it. We hope you do too. Care for Paws.
Beautiful.
Santa Barbara, baby.
Love
Can't
it.
wait for our live. I get so excited because our lives is when I play all the Miss Peaches videos. Peaches and her papa got a golf bag from
Yeah.
TaylorMade, and it's got Miss Peaches' face on it.
I know. I was thinking his dad's birthday's coming up, and then Father's Day, obviously. Dad, earplugs. You know what we should do? We should get him a golf bag with Lady and Luna's
I'm
face.
sure he'd love that.
No, do you know how cute that would be?
I know, but why would
Those
we
are his
get-
grandkids.
I know, but why don't we give them? Well, yeah, but then you got to include Lewis and Rocky.
Maybe
and
do that too. And
That's
Monique.
yeah, no, you can't I wouldn't be comfortable with just having those two.
Yeah, we'll do all of them. It'd be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, trust me, he'll love it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
I was thinking-
stay tuned to see if Stephanie fixes the bell.
Thinking yesterday we did Pump Up the Jam, and I was thinking in my head just now we could go pump up the jam while your mushroom feet are stumping and your strawberry jam is jumping. Pump it up and Montecito funkin'. You know, I was trying to find.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
Hear ye.